they call them fun boys. They'll say, we gotta have some fun boys in the section for Busta. Cause you know, I bodyguarded for Ghostface Killer before, you feel me? And being around him, you hear things.
I'm walking across the street and Busta Rhymes just grabbed my hand.
Is when you don't want to be a part of their club. That pisses them off.
In a jaw-dropping revelation, rumors are speculating that Ice Cube has exposed why Busta might have been so willing to publicly side with a high-profile figure like Diddy, a celebrity riddled with countless allegations. Apparently, it might have to do with something that touches on his private life and rumored preferences. But do you know what's raising even more eyebrows? Busta's own past, where he himself faced whispers and accusations that were never fully put to rest.
And the little lawyer guy we was with, you know, he was a gay dude, super cool, feel me, good guy. Bro, Busta Rhymes wanted him in his section so bad.
So what does this say about his choice to support someone like Diddy? Is there more behind Busta's stance? Could this be the final curtain call for him in the industry? Let's find out. Since the rumors of Ice Cube's alleged bombshell statement, it appears the internet has been in an uproar, with fans and skeptics alike scrutinizing Busta Rhymes' decision to publicly defend Diddy. Busta Rhymes urged everyone to cool down over the whole Diddy legal drama, saying it's blowing up public opinion in the worst way. At the Venom: The Last Dance premiere, he told Extra that people are too quick to judge and joke about Diddy's STF-ficking charges. Busta didn't deny that if there's any truth to the claims, prosecution is fair game, but he made it clear he's not a fan of all the snap judgments flying around.
Also, would like for everyone to be mindful of the thirst and the urgency and the need to speak on the situation.
Busta said folks need to chill and give the truth time to come out, urging everyone to back off for now. He mentioned how his timeline is flooded with people throwing in their 2 cents, calling it a bit too thirsty. His stance was similar to Method Man's, who also expressed frustration about Diddy's case constantly getting lumped in with hip-hop discussions. Busta and Diddy go way back as friends and collaborators with a bunch of tracks together, and Busta's not the only one showing some support for the embattled bad boy lately.
I think a lot of times people don't realize how insensitive it could be to have opinions on things that you have no understanding of outside of what you're being told.
Many are questioning Busta's motivations. Why would he openly support a figure whose name is often entangled in controversial allegations, including those around his personal life? Given Busta's own history, this support raises more questions than answers. Busta Rhymes, while known for his high-energy performances and iconic rap style, has not been a stranger to rumors throughout his career. Whispers about his alleged involvement in secretive relationships and speculation around his unusual fashion choices have fueled these theories for years. Although he's never confirmed or denied these rumors directly, some suggest this could be the very reason Busta aligns himself with Diddy now.
Pulled him to the section, like through the rope, and tucked him off in the corner. So I'm looking like, well, he ain't come with us, but I know he was in the little group. So if I go out with somebody, like a group of people.
The connection between Busta and Diddy appears deeper than mere industry camaraderie. Could it be that Busta sees his own struggles in the allegations that have haunted Diddy? Or perhaps there's an unspoken bond formed by shared secrets and mutual understanding? Many in the industry claim that there's a brotherhood among those with similar experiences, where loyalty comes before public opinion. Some theorists are even speculating that Busta's support might be a strategic move. By standing with Diddy, is he attempting to keep his own name clear or avoid unwanted exposure? Given the history of such allegations in the entertainment industry, some believe that Busta's support isn't just casual friendship, but part of a much larger plan to shield himself. There's even a theory that these public gestures of support could be a code, a way of signaling alliances or debts owed within Hollywood's inner circles.
Oh, he stayed with them. He stayed in there with them, bro. For sure, bro. You ain't never heard about this before, have you?
Could Busta's silence and loyalty to Diddy signal an attempt to keep his own skeletons in the closet? Or could he be protecting himself from the same kind of scrutiny, adding fuel to the fire? Ice Cube's revelation about Busta Rhymes isn't just random gossip, it's a pointed move from a figure who has consistently spoken out against powerful industry gatekeepers. Cube has never been one to shy away from calling out those he believes are controlling the industry from the shadows, often warning about the hidden alliances and deals that might dictate the careers of even the most successful artists. By targeting Busta, Ice Cube might be exposing something much larger than just a celebrity feud.
I'm talking about the club of gatekeepers that we all gotta deal with.
Some believe Ice Cube's recent comments are more than a mere jab. They might indicate he's seen firsthand what goes on behind closed doors. Cube has long been vocal about the gatekeepers, the powerful few who hold sway over who rises and who falls in the industry, and he's hinted at knowing about the dark, often hidden alliances that exist among Hollywood elites. Could it be that Ice Cube, as a potential witness to these dealings, finally decided to shed light on Busta's connection to Diddy, knowing the implications it could have?
You know who they are, and they definitely know who they are. A lot of people would be like, what, who? Come on, man, stop playing.
Busta's alignment with Diddy, a figure enmeshed in allegations and veiled rumors, might not just be a simple show of support. By standing by Diddy, is Busta signaling an allegiance to these same powerful groups that Ice Cube has warned against? Some speculate that Cube's statements are a warning, a way of revealing just how far-reaching these alliances go. He may be suggesting that Busta's loyalty is not just a personal preference, but rather a necessity, an obligation to remain in good standing with those who pull the strings.
I was so determined to prove him wrong that it forced me to excel. He wanted me to do what he wanted me to do. He used to force me to come to work.
This twist adds a new dimension to Ice Cube's previous claims about the gatekeepers in the entertainment world. Could he be insinuating that Busta's past, one laden with persistent rumors and questionable choices, has forced him to play by certain rules? Perhaps Busta's connection to Diddy isn't merely about friendship, but rather about protection and self-preservation, in a system where loyalty to the right people can make or break your career. Rumors started circulating that Busta Rhymes might have had a similar lifestyle to Diddy. Things got even wilder when Busta began trending after a former bodyguard, Big Homie CC, spilled some tea, claiming the rapper had some strange requests involving young men. Big Homie CC even went so far as to call Busta a super zest monster.
I've seen you talking about Busta Rhymes before
Oh yeah.
in some of your videos.
Oh yeah. Super zest monster.
Big Homie CC claims that within Busta's entourage, there was a lawyer who happened to be gay, and Busta apparently wanted him in his section so much that he pulled the lawyer over, sticking him in a corner with the group. The lawyer ended up staying there with Busta and the crew.
Pulled him to the side, and then they walled him off like this man. I'm like, damn. And that little dude was so happy.
Big Homie CC went on to claim that Busta's alleged interest in men is pretty much an open secret, adding fuel to the fire. A new video from a popular male YouTuber has also gone viral. The YouTuber, who's openly gay, shared that Busta once tried to pick him up outside a club, inviting him into his VIP section. He says Busta even held his hand softly, asking him to join him inside. Thinking Busta was just being friendly, the YouTuber agreed and went along with him.
Walking across the street and Busta Rhymes just grabbed my hand. And he holding my hand. Now, I ain't know it was Busta at first.
The YouTuber claims that his boyfriend got jealous, leading to a full-blown argument between the two of them on a New York City street, so he never actually made it inside the club with Busta. This isn't the first time Busta's made waves over rumors related to the LGBTQ+ community. Hip-hop historically hasn't been the most welcoming space for LGBTQ+ individuals, largely due to a lack of representation over the years. Many have followed an unspoken rule. There's no issue as long as no one comes out. And with influential rappers like Busta Rhymes sidestepping questions on how the LGBTQ+ community might be embarrassed if they did come out, it hasn't exactly encouraged up-and-coming entertainers to feel fully comfortable in their own identities. However, the hip-hop scene is slowly evolving, thanks to artists like Lil Nas X, who openly refuses to date celebrities, and Frank Ocean. With his impressive net worth and influence, more and more people in hip-hop are starting to embrace the LGBTQ+ community. Even veteran artists like Snoop Dogg have begun to show support. He once said, "You can't be in a locker room full of MF Tough A dudes, then all of a sudden say, 'Hey man, I like you.' You know that's going to be tough." Many rappers have changed their views, including Snoop himself. But not everyone in the game is ready to embrace this progress or discuss it openly. This just shows that there's still a long way to go go before hip-hop becomes the inclusive world Snoop envisions. Busta Rhymes, who famously walked out of an interview when asked about gay rappers, has had a complex relationship with this topic. Busta, whose real name is Trevor George Smith Jr., has been in the rap game since the mid-1980s. By the early 2000s, he was at the top of his game, becoming a bona fide superstar. During that decade, Busta wasn't just thriving as a solo artist, he was also collaborating with some of the biggest names in music. This laid the groundwork for many legendary collaborations. He worked with stars like Mariah Carey, the Pussycat Dolls, Chris Brown, Lil Wayne, and more, helping him reach a new audience beyond just hip-hop. Plus, Busta earned a reputation as one of the fastest rappers on the planet. Busta's single Break Your Neck clocked in at an impressive 12.2 syllables per second, showcasing his undeniable talent. His collaborations weren't just limited to fellow rappers. He also worked with artists from other genres, exposing people who might not usually listen to rap. Busta went from being a rap star to a full-fledged music superstar. With his elite status in the industry, every word he said was carefully scrutinized by fans and media alike. This meant that his comments about gay rappers were etched in history, along with his reaction to even being asked about LGBTQ+ issues in hip-hop. Given the time he spent as a hip-hop icon before becoming a household name, he was a perfect fit for the PBS documentary Hip Hop Beyond Beats and Rhymes.
East Flatbush, Brooklyn. I thought Long Island was soft. My mom's told me we had to go. I was vexed. I ain't gonna front. I got to Long Island, I saw flower beds.
The documentary covered several topics that were challenging for many in the series to discuss, and for Busta, that meant diving into the issue of homophobia in hip-hop culture. When asked why there aren't more openly gay people in hip-hop and why homophobia runs so rampant, Busta didn't clarify his stance any further than he had with previous questions. Instead, he chose to stand up and walk away from the interview, seemingly prioritizing his reputation over addressing the issue directly. Busta Rhymes has weighed in on Frank Ocean's decision to publicly announce that he is gay, saying, "Whatever that man does in his personal space is that man's choice and that man's business." Earlier this week, Ocean publicly revealed that he was a homosexual on his Tumblr blog, saying that he was in love with another man. MTV News spoke to rapper Busta Rhymes about what he thought of Ocean's announcement. Rhymes explained that he believed a person's S preference should have no bearing on their careers, and for Ocean people should judge him on his musical talents alone. Rhymes said, "Whatever that man does in his personal space is that man's choice and that man's business. I am an extremely huge fan of Frank Ocean. His music is impeccable to me, and as far as I'm concerned, I respect the dude completely." He added to MTV, "Just keep that music poppin' the way you been keeping it, brother. And you got my money. You got my money from the concerts. You got my money from when you put them albums in the stores, and it ain't gonna stop. As long as you continue to contribute your greatness, God bless him." Speaking specifically about whether the hip-hop community was ready to accept an openly gay or bisexual artist, Rhymes answered, "I don't know if it's just about hip-hop being willing to accept it. I think the whole world is ready to accept whatever people choose to be in life. From hip-hop all the way down to the common man that walks the streets on the earth every day, we're at a place in life where we gotta respect and accept what people choose as their path that they want to walk in life. Because ultimately, you want people to respect what you choose as your path and your journey in life." He lost some fans in the process, or maybe he was trying to hide something. Many eyewitnesses have said that Busta Rhymes seemed uncomfortable around people who identify with the LGBTQ+ community. While he might not have agreed with the lifestyles of many of his fans, that didn't justify him using homophobic slurs when addressing them. In short, Busta's bad behavior may have cost him some supporters. In 2006, he showed up at a restaurant in Miami filled with transvestites, gay men, and drag queens. Given Busta's apparent disdain for the LGBTQ+ community, or at least what he wants people to think, it was puzzling why he chose that spot. It was there that he publicly expressed his feelings about gay people.
First time I got some I could come tell my mother. I could sit down and tell my mother about how that felt. You know what I'm saying? I could sit and tell my moms, my first wet dream was.
One night, when a young gay guy approached Busta from behind to congratulate him on his recent comeback, Busta turned around and screamed, "Why the F are you touching me, man? Get the F away from me." A source at the scene described the incident. Two bodyguards made their point with the young man by hauling him away from the rapper. After that incident, Busta was heard saying, "I hate fying FS, man," in another episode showcasing his poor behavior towards the LGBTQ+ community. Busta visited a restaurant called Cheeseburger baby in Miami Beach, demonstrating that his stance on gay people hadn't changed in 7 years. Not wanting to wait in line, Busta and his bodyguards attempted to push ahead because they considered themselves very important people. However, the restaurant's owners treated customers on a first-come, first-served basis. Busta received his bag within 10 minutes, but that wasn't good enough for him. He complained that the condiments had to be placed directly on the burger instead of keeping them separate to avoid sogginess. Until his order was correct, Busta acted as a rude customer, hurling slurs at every gay person he encountered. The restaurant owner wanted Busta out as quickly as possible, so they hastily added the condiments to his order. Incidents like this, along with others throughout Busta Rhymes' career, led to a decline in his fan base and popularity. Those close to him believe that the rapper is living in denial and that he might actually be gay. In fact, the rapper almost came to blows with a man who called him gay back in 2019. TMZ obtained video footage of an altercation between Busta and a construction worker in the early hours of July 10, 2019. Tensions escalated quickly with NYPD officers present at the scene. Busta and the man faced off, exchanging heated words, and Busta even threw a punch after the man called him a FO. Although the punch didn't connect, it was clear that Busta was serious and ready to defend his reputation in a volatile confrontation. According to the celebrity news site, one of the 2 construction workers involved in the incident filed a harassment report later that night, claiming that Busta was the aggressor. He stated that he felt threatened and even dropped his phone out of fear during the confrontation. However, the NYPD reportedly disagreed, telling TMZ that they didn't observe any evidence to support the construction workers' claims and subsequently closed the matter. This wasn't Busta's first altercation around that time. Back in January of the same year, the legendary rapper nearly came to blows with a man in Times Square after being accused of making a pass at the man's wife. Additionally, he got into a heated argument at the 2017 Revolt Music Conference. Despite these confrontations, there was never a clear explanation for the recurring tensions surrounding Busta Rhymes.
I don't know if it's just about hip-hop being willing to accept it. I think the whole world is ready to accept whatever people choose to be in life.
In July 2012, Frank Ocean publicly revealed that he was a member of the LGBTQ+ community on his Tumblr blog, stating that he was in love with another man. This marked a significant moment in hip-hop, as Ocean's openness challenged the genre's often rigid norms regarding sexuality. In a past interview, rapper and podcaster Nora also shared that he has collaborated with gay rappers, including a song with Busta Rhymes in his catalog. Although Nora wasn't very specific during his interview with DJ Vlad, he confirmed a well-known fact. Hip-hop is teeming with gay stars. He went further by indicating that some of these stars are openly gay and that he has worked with them. By providing specific clues during the discussion, he unintentionally outed some of these artists, highlighting the ongoing complexities of sexuality in the hip-hop industry.
Yo, let me tell you something, man. The gay community is here. It's not secretive. When you're in the industry,
Over the years, the hip-hop community has been working to move away from phobia, but some individuals remain entrenched in outdated attitudes. In the 2018 song Boss Life, Offset, a member of the multi-platinum selling rap group Migos, rapped the line, "I do not vibe with queers." This casual use of a perceived anti-gay slur reflects a troubling history within the genre. However, the discussion sparked by Offset's lyrics provided an opportunity to examine how hip-hop is evolving. In response to the backlash, Offset took to Instagram to address claims of homophobia, aiming to clarify his stance and engage in a dialogue about inclusivity in the genre. He said, "I didn't write the line about gay people. I have said before since these issues before that I got love for all people. My passion for fashion has led me to a lot of gay people around me who I have mad respect for, and we are very cool, so I'm not in a place where I'm hating like that." As the fallout from Ice Cube's explosive remarks continues to reverberate through the industry, the spotlight remains firmly on Busta Rhymes and his controversial support for Diddy. With the resurfacing of allegations surrounding both artists, questions loom large. One person wrote, "I don't even think this is about being gay. This is about abusive power and control, making people do whatever they want." That's it for today. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.